Nityanandam, this is Mahajaya here, and today I'm going to be talking about piercings and how putting pressure points in certain areas of your body can help you on the path to enlightenment and what good it can do to you. So today I'm going to be talking about my nose piercings and also about my 2 ear piercings. One is at the top. I'm not too sure what it's called. I think it's called a cartilage, but it's a specific point where it has to be at the curve of your ear. I made a nickname for it and I call it the elf piercing because it makes it look like I'm an elf, right at that point. And also, I'm not too sure if you can see, but my bottom conch, where I pierced the bottom conch over here. So the reason for piercings in a Sanatana Hindu Dharma is it's very specific. So I'll start with the nose piercings. So actually, when you pierce your nose, it's a very auspicious thing. And the reason that it's so auspicious is because when you have these pressure points in your nose, what it does is it actually balances the samana in your whole body. And not only that, but because there's pressure points in your nose, it actually increases the oxygen intake into your body. And when you have an oxygen increase in your body, you are able to hold more of that enlightenment energy. And not only hold that more of that enlightenment energy, when you pierce these, your breathing just becomes so balanced. So usually, before I actually had always one of my noses used to be, well, I only have one nose, but one of my nostrils always used to be stuffed, and it could either be the right nostril or it could be the left nostril, but every time I always felt as if I couldn't breathe. So actually what these pressure points do to your nose is that it actually balances that the intake of air, so that not only one of your nostrils is intaking air, but both of your nostrils are intaking air at the same time. And what's so amazing about this is that when you have these points pierced in your nose, like I had said before, it holds more enlightenment energy. And when you are able to hold more enlightenment energy, you yourself become enlightened. And it's just like expressing the Shaktis of Sadashiva, the Shaktis, the powers that come from enlightenment. And every time you express these powers, you are in that space of enlightenment. So the more and more you express these powers, the more and more you become enlightened until you finally reach enlightenment itself. So there's actually a reason for the left piercing and the left piercing over here. Is the piercing over here is when you have both of these pierced, if you ask yourself pure questioning, the answers to your pure questioning will come back very fast. And I will tell you the significance of the bottom conch as well. So the significance of the bottom conch piercing is that this is a piercing where when it's pierced, it gets rid of the pattern of shyness. Now, Bhairavi Brahmani, who is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's guru, had her ears pierced at this exact point at the bottom conch. Now, so like I said before, it gets rid of your shyness pattern. And actually, she was a saint, and whenever she got naked, she held such a space that nobody looked at her as a sex object. Nobody looked at her sexually. They just bowed down to her and they called her mother. And that's the space that she held. So even if she was walking around naked, nobody would think twice about it. They would just feel as if she was her mother. That is the space that she carried. So it gets rid of that shyness pattern in you when pierced at this specific point at the bottom conch. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be walking around naked, but I want to also carry that space, you know, that space of mother, you know, that space of powerfulness. Because, you know, we should always come from that space of powerfulness. It's amazing like how piercing certain points in your body will get rid of certain patterns or will empower you in a certain way, just like, you know, the nose piercings and the piercings over here. So if you have any questions or comments, please write them below. And if you think what I have to say is interesting, you'll definitely love what Swamiji has to say. You know, there's just something about Swamiji, which is that he's an avatar and he's bringing all these truths out into the world. He's reviving the science of enlightenment, or Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Nityanandam.